The year is 1943. Over the North Atlantic, a Lancaster bomber roars above, while deep below, a U-boat glides in silence. Their power depends on something fragile, the Navigator. This is a war fought not just with bombs, but with paper, pencil, and relentless calculation. The Navigator holds the crew's fate, guiding them through a world without landmarks, only numbers on a chart. The stakes are immense. A missed calculation could mean disaster. The pilot may fly, the gunner may defend, but the Navigator decides if they live or die. In the orchestra of war, his is the silent, steady hand. In the cramped aircraft, the Navigator's station glows under a single lamp, a world of focus amid chaos. His tools are simple but vital. A worn map, a trembling compass, a relentless stopwatch. The compass points north, the stopwatch measures every second. Time and direction are his lifelines. The slide rule, confusing to outsiders, is his analog computer. Speed, distance, fuel, all calculated in moments. Dividers and protractor let him measure and plot with precision, every movement deliberate. A slip could be fatal. These tools are extensions of his mind, translating numbers into a path home. Each mark on the map is a decision, each calculation a step through the unknown. He trusts these instruments with his life and the lives of his crew. In his hands, wood, plastic and paper become the keys to survival. The Navigator's tools are not just equipment, they are hope, discipline and intellect made tangible. In the darkness, they are his only allies. Before the engines start, the Navigator plots the course, a ritual of preparation. He draws straight lines, knowing reality will demand constant correction. Once airborne, stopwatch ticking, the wind is always a wild card. He draws the wind triangle. Observe, calculate, correct. Every number matters. Every second counts. The fate of the mission rests on his accuracy. In the end, it's his numbers that bring them home. The sky is rarely calm. Storms toss the aircraft, compasses spin, charts threaten to fly away. The Navigator clings to his instruments, fighting to maintain direction as chaos reigns. In thick cloud or fog, the world vanishes. No landmarks, no horizon, just grey. He is flying blind, relying solely on calculations and memory. At night, over enemy territory or endless ocean, there are no lights, only darkness. Sometimes, if the sky is clear, he uses the stars and a sextant, ancient tools for a modern war. But often he must trust his math, even when every instinct screams he's lost. The stress is immense. The crew's lives depend on his calm. He must ignore fear and focus on numbers, imposing order on chaos. In these moments, the Navigator's resolve is tested to the limit. His work is a testament to the mind's power over the elements. He is the rock in the storm, the logic in the madness. Against the elements, his calculations are their only hope. Nature isn't the only threat. The Navigator must guide the crew through enemy territory. Every mile is a risk. Night fighters hunt above, flak batteries wait below. His route avoids the deadliest zones, but a small error could lead them into a trap. Every calculation is double-checked. There's no room for mistakes. The navigator listens to the crew. Gunners spot enemy planes. The bomb aimer sees searchlights. Each report is a clue, shaping his mental map of danger. The return journey is often the hardest. The crew is exhausted, the plane may be damaged, fuel is low. The navigator must summon his last reserves to find the safest way home. Weather and winds may have changed. He recalculates everything. The sight of the English coast is the ultimate reward, proof of his skill. But sometimes luck runs out. A flak burst or fighter attack can destroy his instruments, leaving the crew lost. In those moments, survival is uncertain. Every safe return is a victory of precision and courage. The navigator's work is a constant battle against both man and nature. His calculations are the difference between life and death. Beneath the waves, navigation is a struggle of darkness, pressure, and silence. The U-boat's navigator is the crew's only link to the world above. A small error could mean disaster. Surfacing to get a fix is an act of extreme vulnerability. The final approach is the ultimate test. Precision is everything. In the silent world below, the navigator's skill decides fate. For both airman and submariner, navigation is a lonely task. While others share camaraderie, the navigator is isolated, locked in a battle with numbers and doubt. He carries the weight of every life on board, knowing a single distraction could be fatal. Hour after hour, he must perform flawless calculations, updating their position in his mind. The psychological pressure is immense. Every heading is a promise. Trust me, this is the way. Doubt is ever present, but he must trust his process and have the courage of his convictions. This is a journey not just across a map, but into the self. His most important tool is his disciplined mind. It is this internal compass that brings the crew home. Today, navigation is transformed. A modern pilot looks at a glowing screen. GPS shows position, speed, and route instantly. There's no guesswork, no frantic calculations. Satellites orbit above, broadcasting signals. A receiver pinpoints location within meters. Navigation is now easy, reliable, and accessible to all. This stands in stark contrast to the WWII navigator's world of uncertainty and estimation. He worked for every scrap of data, piecing together clues from instruments, stars, or fleeting glimpses of land. The modern navigator is a systems manager. The WWII navigator was a detective, artist, and mathematician. His skills gave him independence. No GPS to jam, no system to fail. As long as he had his mind, tools, and a view of the sky or a clock, he could find his way. His world was analog, his victories hard-won. The old navigator was the master of his fate. Today's ease is built on yesterday's struggle. The art may be fading, but its legacy endures. When we remember WWII, we think of pilots and battles. But we must also honour the navigators. Their battlefield was a map, their weapons a pencil and slide rule. Their victories were measured in safe returns. Their skills are now rare, but their legacy is profound. They showed what the mind can achieve under pressure, focus, discipline and courage in the face of chaos. They charted a path through the unknown, using intellect to conquer the world's vastness. Next time you use GPS, remember the Navigator. His hands stained with graphite, his eyes fixed on the chart. The line he drew was the difference between being lost and being found, between life and death.